Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to the first ever mukbang, nature mukbang. So it's gonna be super cool. Gonna have to forgive me. We kind of have the sun in our face. We are of course eating some Wendy's. I'm gonna give you guys a mukbang, and I'm gonna give you. I don't even see if the camera is good. You see me? Okay, maybe a little bit towards here. Of course, is the dust. Not a perfect place to do it, but hey, this is the first one, so give me a freaking chance, you know? Oh, wabba baby. Freaking rock. Freaking rocks, dude. Yeah, so it's gonna be the first mukbang that we do in nature. So I'm super excited to present to you. And it's gonna be fun. The subject of the day is kind of crazy. I think I'm gonna start before with eating. You get a mukbang, you get a bonus. So the first thing you get is the pineapple smoothie, which is kind of cool, right? I don't know how legal it is to eat here. I hope it is. I'm not gonna make a mess because I want to be respectful. This is my city after all. Chicken burger. We have a Whopper. We have a poutine, bacon poutine. Now technically, I didn't take in consideration that something new. So when I package it up today, then oh, I didn't taste this. Now luckily, I have a spoon and a fork. You know what's missing? Huh? Do you know what's missing? A freaking fork. Now I have to remind myself in about 40 minutes to change the video, that way we can put it on TikTok and on YouTube. This is gonna be perfect. Seeing the sunrise, seeing the sunset. The very first thing I'm gonna get is a taste test of Wendy's poutine. Now, the Canadian, I like to believe or to think about myself as a poutine expert. Look at the bacon we have. You guys can see the bacon? Look at this shit, dude. It'll be delicious. Now, before I taste it, I have to specify that this is 2 days old. I made a mistake. I ordered two Uber Eats. The first one was to be okay. So, so this is the idea that I had, right? And the idea that I had was to make a sunset 2 days ago. Then I ordered food and was gonna get too late. Now yesterday it wasn't good enough for a sunset, and today was not supposed to be good enough for a sunset. So I was like, okay, no matter what, if today was not good enough to go eat mukbang, nature mukbang, I'm gonna do it. So without further ado, Wendy's poutine. Oh yeah. The gravy is really good. Really, 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 really good. Now, the fries in themselves they're good, but not great. However, they're soaked in gravy. And because they're soaked in gravy, they're salty. What I absolutely love about potato fries, I don't know if you're going to be seeing it. You see here, you let some of the skin on it, which adds a lot of consistency. Now, the cheese. Cheese is a really good quality. Now, I'm gonna give a complaint, but it's a good complaint. They didn't put bacon. They put smoked bacon. Now, smoked bacon has this tendency to be super, super salty, right? And because it's super, super salty, then it makes the rest of the poutine salty. Maybe fries, maybe cheese. It's super salty. But itself is good. Itself is really good. Now, we're going to be exploring 2 points of this video. 2 points of this video. The first one is, I wish I was joking, but I'm not. Congratulations, Inky. No, you know what? Congratulations, Inky. A part of me is very nervous right now to do this content because you can hear people in the surrounding. And it's fun because on one side, like, oh wow, there's a lot of people, right? On the same side, like, it's kind of cool. I'm gonna put this in my. I don't know if you guys are gonna hear me if I put it You guys see the people in the background. So this is my very first time. Now I've done some mukbang in public again, restaurant. I mean, in nature like that, in public like that, no. The most important thing we did was McDonald's. Was go to the customer, you know. This is really, really outside, you know. I'm gonna applaud myself for that. Proud of that shit. People ask me, okay, one person asked me, aren't you nervous? I'm gonna be honest. I am. At the same time, we're all humans sharing this planet, you know? I'm just filming it. It's a nice sunset. It's really cool. I'm falling in love with this concept. Now, the hard part about this concept, this hard part is look at the prep, the tiptoeing. I'm gonna start calling tiptoeing to some places. I think it's funny. It's gonna be part 1 of this mukbang, you know? I think this is part 2 on paper. So, so with the weather, maybe very soon it's gonna be winter, you know? At the same time, look, I'm here, nobody's bothering me. I'm not bothering anybody. Am I nervous? Yes. Because this is out of my comfort zone. But at the same time, it's the common law of living and letting people live. You know? I had this golden rule that I learned from Certified Boy. An episode called Don't Cry the Shit Line. It was like, as long as we're able to live together, not really a problem, you know? Okay, so the poutine was really good. It's done. Shit! I think it's frozen because it fell. This is the pineapple under the sea. Now, I got the, what that is, chicken burger. Nice. Wait a second. Holy crap. Can you see that this is beef? This is beef, right? I mean, this is the Krabby Patty number 2. Because we ordered 2 of them. People are filming too. They're not filming, and I'm worried that I take the beef for myself. I hope I'm not. I hope I'm not, because that would be very stupid, very selfish. Listen. A lot of people say it's a Dave burger, which is their normal burger, I guess. But I don't eat Wendy's a lot. This is pretty good to me. A bit cold. Because I wanted to preheat it a bit. Enough for me to enjoy it. But not enough for the bread. The bread is the problem here. The bread, when you put, it's super easy. So, actually pretty simple chemistry. See, when you make bread, you need 3 ingredients. Well, 4. Yeast, water, salt, and flour. So, when you put it in the microwave, the water particles overheat. And because the water particle overheat, they become vapor. That's why your bread they get dry. Because all the water left the bread. Oh, 20 minutes rule. You gotta keep this place nice. So yeah, so I am nervous at first. At the same time, you know, now but it's such a good subject. We need a first. Right now, listen to isolated vocal. Whichever day Daniel Fowling. Well, the last 2 times we went out, I was listening to isolated vocals on both songs. Listen, right? Now I want to see if I can get some Bad Omens. Now, the singer of Bad Omens is one of my favorite singers in the world. But that's not the case. That's not the important part. The important part is we're listening to music without it being music. That's absolutely phenomenal. A song is what? Music. A song and being sing what? Being sing. And still music when you're only singing? Some people yes, some people no. Right? But it's amazing because I went to school and I was talking about that person. I went to school. But this is something that really, really scarred me. It's scarred. Not scared, scarred. I went to school with a guy who had fingers. He didn't have a full hand, he had a finger. He didn't have a forearm. It was his elbow and a finger. I remember being afraid of that guy. Being afraid of him. It was contagious assumption. I was young. And there's a time I'm at my father's house. And I asked Papa, why does this kid only have one finger? My father took me aside, got to my level, which he never did. He was at my level, face to face. He looked me in the eye. He looked me in the eye and said, it's like the world around us didn't stop moving, you know? He told me, you realize how lucky you are, but you're normal. I think I was 5 or 6. I didn't understand what he meant. But it scarred me. And then I met another person. I was at a summer camp, right? And this guy. Fuck. That's so sad, though. So sad. This guy. This guy was retarded. Sorry if I'm using a word that's offending, but I'm going to call it the way it is. Don't be afraid of saying words that you shouldn't be saying. You shouldn't be saying those words because everybody else around you are not saying those words. If everybody was saying those words, then it wouldn't be a problem to say it. You wouldn't have a taboo of saying it. That being said, the guy was retarded. And he had a wheelchair, right? He was paralyzed. He was with us at the day camp. And I remember he was always talking about sex. Always sex. Then my mama had me this time. And my mom said, leave him alone. I asked my mom, why is he always talking about that? My mom said, he wasn't born lucky, leave him alone. She's my mom, I love her, so I'm like, okay. But it kept in my mind. So when I went to my father's house, because with the summer, I would spend a whole month at my father's house and a whole month at my mom's house, which was amazing. And I asked my father, Dad, why is this guy talking about that? And he said, my father didn't give a shit about politics. He didn't give a shit about me being a kid. Just said things the way they were. said, word for word, the dude is horny. I'm 9, 10 years old. I'm like, holy shit. And again, I didn't understand. I mean, those two cases, it took me a time to realize that I was lucky to be the age mentally of my body. So when something like that happened, when I would get horny, I knew why I was like that. Not I have this mentality of a kid, but my body has needs, and because my body has needs, then I have to feed, not feed them, but you know. And then I understood what my father meant by being normal. That kid with the finger, he was normal. He just had a malformation, or just he was. I don't know how you said it in English. Malformation, I guess. I don't know what you said in English, but and he wasn't normal. That his whole life he didn't suffer about that. I was watching this. I know we're going away from the subject, but don't worry, it's all planned. Well, it's not planned, but it's gonna be okay. I had this guy right on TikTok, a friend of mine, and he's kind of getting out of. He's getting kicked out of his apartment because he's deaf. Now what you're saying, that's horrible. He's definitely getting kicked out. Well, that's not technically not the truth. The truth is he works nights, so he's gonna be up all night. So from 10 to 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. I'm not a professional, but he's up all night. And he never had a vocal training. He never had a sound training. So when he's talking very loud. He's screaming because he never had an idea of how people were talking to him. And even as a kid, he was deaf. And this is the crazy part. People were screaming to him because this guy is deaf. I have to scream so he understands me. So for him, normal talking is screaming. Now he's getting kicked out because he's too loud. That guy is normal, he's just deaf. Right? Then you realize that what my father meant, which is again, with the song, with the identity vocal, what my father meant was, hey, lucky to be normal, right? And what he meant by that is, I got every single limb, I got every senses, 5 senses, touch, taste, smell, hear, no, whoa, touch, smell, hear, see, and taste. Thank God I knew that. Right? I'm extremely lucky, right? Now we're talking about the deaf people and the mute people. The mute people, they're gonna have a sign. They're gonna have sign language, right? They're gonna have they're gonna see and hear. There's this in mythology, not mythology, but in culture, classic culture. I forgot that as long as a kid. There was 3 monkeys. One monkey like that, one monkey like this, and one monkey like this. So I cannot speak, I cannot hear, and I cannot see. And for the people that didn't see, they could hear. They have an audio. Description. Shout out to Diablo 4 that had this the accessibility lately. I'm hearing a lot of good news. Change. Oh, I don't know what that is. I had a text. Diablo 4 did that recently. So they had this with mute people. Again, they had the sign language, but they can hear properly. With deaf people, they have subtitle, right? So there's a way. There's a way to not intervene, but to deal with that shit. Sorry about how I say it, but this is how I say it. And at the same time, it's nice because you're like, okay, well, at least they can live a sort of normal life, which is the hope for every person. That's a wish for every person. I don't. When I wish I wish it a good day. I made a video about this. I wished my one of my friends a shitty week because she was down, and I wish her a shitty week because I said the longer you have shitty weeks, the closer you are to getting a good week because of it's normal, you know. And I meant that, you know. You wish people to have a normal life, not to be happy or be okay, just be normal. Not be normal, but having a life with pros and cons, with highs and lows. That's normal, you know. And where I was going with all of this is crazy because the fact that you have your 5 senses makes you lucky. When the 5 senses are giving to every single human being. And you're lucky, so it's weird, right? Which is normal, but you're weird because you got five senses. Uh, and then with the song, just listening to vocals, right? We're actually in vocals, and it just feels weird because you're without doing so, but you kind of are choosing to isolate something. What if I was to isolate one of the senses? If I was blind and my other senses I would be more used to the other senses. There's this it's you're fighting five animals at the same time, and then you're able to maintain at a distance, but you're not winning the fights. If you're only fighting four animals, then you're better off, right? Look at Ellen Keller. She wasn't seeing, she wasn't hearing, she was super smart. Look at Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking, which was he was completely unable to talk, completely paralyzed, but his brain was amazing. Now, my belief, I'm sorry, but my belief is Stephen Hawking. The only reason why he was smart, because his mind was the only thing that he had for him that was working properly. You know. So when you have the only thing, that's good. You see this in Tyrion also. Tyrion, which is Game of Thrones, which is a little person, a dwarf, and because he doesn't have, and because this whole family is so popular and so powerful, he has to make sure that, okay, I only have my brain, so I'm going to use my brain, you know. But this is the next step. I think it's vocal. And it's also weird because I say vocals. I'm listening to a song that was made 3 years ago, which wasn't popular back then. That's a vocal, but now we're seeing it more and more and more and more. But then you look at another part, which is instrumental. Instrumental has been done for years and years and years and years, more than that. And then you realize that this is not new. This is something we've been doing, and because the instrumental, haven't listening to instrumental that didn't hurt the music industry. I don't think so. But you realize that you're able to choose. Okay, this sense I want, this sense I don't want. I have to make sure that I don't get to an hour. 22 minutes, we're good. My God, I'm fat. It's a shame because when you think about music, you think about, like, I always have this rock band in mind, but you need a drummer, you need a bassist, you need a guitarist, you need a singer. One of the reasons why Linkin Park was so popular, a band I grew up with, there were so many members in Linkin Park. Yeah, one of the people I grew up with also was Eminem, and Eminem was his own person. Did I believe Eminem was more talented than the Linkin Park? If I'm being honest, kinda. I freaking love Chester. I love Chester. I believe Chester was more talented musically, singing, because singing to me is harder than to come up with lyrics. Everybody can come up with lyrics, right? Now, Eminem is a genius, of course. He's a god of rap, but still. Do I think Mike Shinoda was better than Eminem? No, but I really like Mike Shinoda. But then if you take out Mike Shinoda, if you take out Chester Bennington, I cannot name you one of the member of the band, which is a band I've been following for now 2 decades. I cannot tell you about Emily because Emily is popular right now, but still can't tell you about other members of the band. You know? And I think that's a shame. Are they less talented because I don't know their name? No. Are they less talented now that people are preferring isolated vocal? Yes. People prefer isolated vocals. So basically what you can do is you can take the vocals and put them on every single instrumental and you create a new song, which is a mashup of the song, right? Now, I want you guys to think about how many songs exist. How many songs exist in the world? How many possible combinations there is? And the number is near infinite. Think about every single song that you know, okay? Think about the instrumental. Think about another song that you know. And take the song. Take the vocals. It's a new song. And that's a shame. Because now a lot of people are going to be interested in that. lot of times people are going to be interested in what it has to offer, what it means, you know, because you're in a position of, oh, hey, I don't need to learn that, which is good. So yesterday I was watching a Nikocado Avocado, which you guys know, right? And we reacted to it, and he did a video where he was a douche. It wasn't nice. And I was like, ugh, what a douche. He's not nice, fuck it. And then I felt bad because I followed this guy for so long. I watched another video yesterday where it was more calm and more talkative. And it was kind of the good ending. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's a questioning life itself. Do I think I'm questioning because I saw it in the I'm gonna question life itself? No, but I know that guy had dreams, and I know he had to go down the path that he possibly didn't want to go. But he still achieved his dream. He's happy, you know. You know, this is not one of the favorite. Here, this very place is. You're gonna see it on the GoPro. But on the GoPro, there's so many good sunsets of this place. Chicken burger. It's one of the not the nicest sunset, but first time, cool. It's how popular it is. And then you think about places like New York. We're very similar, you know, because in New York you think about the city and the city and the city. But then you think about Grand Central Park, which is the nature itself. How popular it is. I love this place. My mom, she has this condo. This is yours. When I'm dying, this is yours. And the condo is very nice, don't get me wrong. I'm very thankful for that, but oh, fuck's sake. No napkin, huh? Stop that. Look, that is. This is next to a highway. And then again, my mom chose it for a reason, though. Calm. I love this place. I love my hometown, for real. But it's nostalgia a prison. I don't know. I don't know. If it is it prison for you, for me, for everybody? I don't know. I think I understand life, but the discussion that we had today about people and their five senses is mind-opening. You think I understand life, but people were giving less than you. I have the same understanding of life as you. Like shit. I had so much geared to me. The classic overachiever mentality, you know. See, Canada today was a lot of emotion. A lot of emotion. Because I saw a guy who sacrificed his life for a passion project. I saw a guy go from hell and back. passion project. That's one person who endured more than 5 years than people enjoy in their whole life. When I was a kid, I would do that. When I was a kid, I would get a burger on purpose. I just want the burger, the bread, the pickles, the onions, the meat, the cheese. Small piece here, small piece there. Yeah. Beautiful, huh? See, with Nick, that enjoys so much. Again, you can argue that it's his choice. You're right. It is his choice, but at the same time, you're in a position where you're like, holy shit, this guy enjoyed a lot. And you see him yesterday, and you see him happy and finally away from that all that shit. Like, wow, this dude accomplished so much in so little time. Now he's happy, you know. Didn't matter how much he suffered. He's happy now. Yeah, crazy. Now, what I'm gonna do is I kind of want to go now, because I kind of want to get the sun, a bit of the sun. What's left? We live close by, so it's not a problem. But I kind of want to get some of the sun for us. So, my apologies. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you guys. And successful first mukbang outside. I didn't think people were going to attack or talk to me, but I'm glad they didn't. Now, there's a couple instances today in this video where I felt that people wouldn't go on the beach because of me. That was filming. That's bothering me a bit, you know? Because you're not here to... The world isn't yours. The world is ours to share. But at the same time, if they're letting something like that affect them or stop them from doing something, it's their fault. You can bring a horse to the water, but you cannot make the horse drink the water. That's beautiful. You watch this and you realize just how little your life is. You know? Like I said, seeing Ricardo yesterday was really a wake-up call. I wouldn't be able to do what he did. I would never be able to do what he did. But then, I'm not being asked to do what he did. To a certain degree, when you see what he did, nobody asked him to do that. You chose to do that. Like shit. It's a beautiful day. I'm so happy because I'm done with the videos for today. I'm done with Art Night, which is one of the game we play. I can go home. I have to build furniture. And I have to put the food away because people in my building, they see that they saw a mouse. I put some trap, but I don't know if I'm going to have some or not. Shit. I don't want to get some because I have a lot of food. But yeah. There's still the drink. The problem with the drink is that it's very, very cold. What I'm going to do, I'm going to... Yeah, it's very cold. Holy shit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it. We're going to go to my building. To my home. And then we're going to throw away this and we're going to be bringing back the drink upstairs. It's weird. You see what I said now? You saw what I said now. I called it my home, not my house. The building, not my home. I'm very tentative today. To be able to play some metaphor. So yeah. On that note, I have to go. Because I want to have the lights. Forgetting it. But I'm kind of shy to get up. I don't get to see people looking at me funny or thinking, what the fuck is this guy doing, you know? I just look ahead. I'm like a horse. There's blinders here. You could call it Peaky, which gives you Peaky Blinder, which is one of the best shows on Netflix. But yeah, I have blinders on. mental made, imaginary blinders. But still, and when I turn back and I'm facing people, like, oh, crazy. But never die again. There you go.